Hey guys, welcome back. Now, after popular demand, I decided to make this video in order to help you guys fix your settings. Now, these might not be the best settings which are out there, but they're pretty damn good. So let's follow along. When you are in your garage, you're going to hit either the escape key or you're going to click here, same thing, and you're going to click on settings. So obviously I'm only going to talk about the most important settings. The rest are entirely up to you, but I'm going to talking about things which actually help you better your game and better your quality in playing World of Tanks. So, accept invitations to platoon in battle. Please leave this on for the love of God. And the reason is because many times I have gotten 3 kills. I see another guy on my team also has 3 kills. I want to platoon him, and there's no plus sign. So please leave it on. Oh, great. Show vehicle tier. Very, very, very important. The more info, the better. Do yourself a favor, disable dog tags. The only one which is acceptable is see your animated dog tag, which as you can see here, it says when disabled, your vehicle animated dog tag will not be displayed to you during the pre-battle countdown. It will still be displayed to your teammates. Changes will be applied in the next battle, that's irrelevant. Enable optics effects in sniper mode. Post mortem mode, please click on this and select the last one for the love of God. Enable dynamic camera, smooth camera, enable tactical. Why do I have that off? Oh yeah, because I ran a replay here and it messed up my settings again. Whatever. Enable times 16 times 25, horizontal stabilization in sniper mode. Enable server reticle, preferred sniper mode zoom level last used. If you want to have a smoother game and you don't want your nerves to just break, I would recommend that you disable encounter battle and assault. If you want to play grand battles, that's fine. Maps under development, those are fun. Keep that on. Show vehicle HP in team panels always. Show vehicle HP in the minimap always. Enable expanded minimap features. Enable beginner tips on the battle loading screen. That is entirely up to you. Vehicle panel to level. Let's apply this. As you can see here, 2 levels. Let's go back into the settings. Minimap transparency if you want to see more of what's going on the screen. However, be warned that this eats up computer resources. So if your computer is not strong enough, I strongly recommend that you keep this off. And most importantly, and I say this to quite a number of people, I'm not going to mention any names, enable battle recording all. Some people have it at last, which I do not understand. It's very easy to have a great game and like, oh great, I'm going to I'm gonna send that replay, and I accidentally hit battle. There goes the recording. Just enter into your replays folder once per week and delete the replays. Very simple. Or do it once a day. On the minimap, keep everything on. Garage camera rotation, that is entirely up to you. That's something which is optional. Let's move on to graphics. So in the graphics tab, graphics quality according to how strong your computer is. You can also click recommended and it will fix everything for you. I personally use mode windowed, not full screen, not windowed borderless. My window size, that is according to what is your monitor size. Personally, I like 1920 times 1017. Field of view. leave it somewhere between 90 and 100. It should be great. Screen size, well, automatic. Dynamic adjustment. Enable or disable automatic adjustment of 3D render resolution depending on the video card. If you don't have a strong video card, then leave this off. Color adjustment, I strongly recommend that you go to configure, you click preset filters, and you go down and you select deep. Because, well, all the others are, in my opinion, they're not so good. Off is a little bit too bright. This is if you want to play like, and want it to seem like 1940s film. Muted is okay. Contrast is also fine. It looks nice. Photochromatic, in my opinion, is something in between off and contrast. Soft colors is soft for the eyes, as it says it. Random, well, as the name says, it's totally random. But the best is deep. Hit apply. Gamma, leave it somewhere in the middle. Somewhere in the middle should be okay. Don't really pay attention to what it says here. It's not the best advice the game gives you at this point. Details, if you do not have a strong computer, I recommend that you lower these settings. Especially, you can leave off enhanced destruction physics. If you want to have a better field of view when tanks are getting destroyed, or when a tank is coming towards you through a rubble, a building, you name it. Extra effects quality, then again, it depends on how strong your computer is and how much detail you want. If you do not want any detail and all you care about is to shoot your enemies, then I strongly recommend that you lower these settings. Strongly recommended for everyone that you disable grass in sniper mode. Why? Because when you are zooming in and you have this setting on, you won't be able to tell where the grass stops, where the topography stops. Well, this is kind of something like Tundra, in which the grass gets removed and you have a much clearer view of your enemies. I want you guys to compare this, what you see now, where when I zoom out, the grass is gone. It's there again. Compared to, while over here, as you can see, since the grass is in the way, it's kind of hard to find the outline. You see that? Of course, this opponent is standing still. Otherwise, well, it would be much easier. Just go back and compare the two videos. Do it and you'll thank me. Let's move on to sound. Now with sound, things are much easier. You can raise or lower the master volume. Interface 75, vehicles 10, voice notifications 50, effects 90, ambience 5. Music in battle, if you want to know exactly where your opponents are approaching from, I strongly recommend that you keep these off. Music in garage is okay, but I like to listen to some music, so that's why I've left it at 10 in the battle. That's my personal choice. Sound system according to what you're using. Voice messages in battle, you can either put commander or standard. Will always be the same. Commander is not respectful, is according to which nation you are using. Sixth sense sound, this depends on the mod that you're using. I have, as you can see, I have user sound, which if I play, everyone's gonna die laughing, so I'm not gonna do that. The same I have done for sound detection activation system. I've used user sound. And if you guys want to know, okay, let's have a laugh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you can imagine which ones I'm using. I have the bouncy boobs, NSFW. Just saying, NSFW, not safe for work. Yes, exactly. And for when the RT shoots me, I get this, which is amazing. You have to admit, that's amazing. Moving on to controls. There's not much you can do here. Leave the controls as they are. WASD. I don't know, X if you want to lock the hull. Space for handbrake, etc., etc. You're not going to change much here. There's nothing to change. But it's very important that you lower the arcade aim and sniper aim sensitivity to right over there. About 1/8. 3, 4. Yeah, somewhere there. 1/8. Artillery aim, trajectory, and free camera, leave them at almost 1/3, and you are good to go. Let's move on to Reticle, one of my favorites. So here you also see the custom reticle. I believe it's called Deagle, Desert Eagle, something like that. You can find it in Aslan's. I strongly recommend that everyone uses this one on Aslan's because it's much easier to fire back on your opponents. You know, that blind shooting. This is why people think that I'm cheating when they shoot me and they're invisible and I shoot back at them and they're like what the hell? You can see some videos that I have on my channel where short videos where I shoot back at people and they just die and they're like, what happened? So, indicator diagonal, central marker aim point 1, aiming circle 4 solid, which is this one, gun marker aim point 1 with armor penetration. Moving on to sniper, basically the same, diagonal aim point, circle 4 aim point 1. Artillery, I strongly recommend that you turn automatic aiming mode switch off. Otherwise, it switches the camera without whenever you don't want it to, which is really, really annoying. Camera controls standard. Switching to artillery aim last used. Outlining, this is a personal preference. Basically, I have it on off, standard off, off. It doesn't help me. Well, others, it could help you, like this, for example. You could say penetrable area, you could put texture, which is good, because then you know that you can see the holes. It's something like, I was like, maybe I can penetrate that. And in a penetrable area, you could put fill. So there, it looks more red, so you understand that you can shoot here, because you have the holes, while you cannot shoot there, because you cannot penetrate. Actually, I'm going to try that. Why not? And let's move on to marker. So in marker, I strongly recommend that you remove vehicle icon and auto aim indicator, and that you use HP left and total on both, whether it's alternative or regular, and damage received. Same goes for our team, and the same goes for destroyed. Pretty straightforward. And last but not least, battle notifications. Type their standard, which is, well, as you can see, it's kind of crap. Always use advanced, which is according to the mod that you have installed, by the way, if you're using Aslan's like me. Critical hits, friendly fire, keep everything on fire direction indicator. Battle events, as you can see, everything on, everything. Log, everything on, apart from, well, over here, always display. Event type, all events. Positions of events, all events on the bottom, unless you have it switched. It could be confusing, however, if you have it switched. I have it on the bottom. You can simply scroll between them with Alt or Control, I can't remember. Map borders, wall, always highlighted. And last but not least, choose everything from here. Why? I will tell you why. I have seen, I'm not going to mention his name, you know who he is, a content creator who used to be a wargame content creator, and he shows all his replays like this. Now, you look at those bars up there and you're like, okay, so who's tier 6, who's tier 7, and who's tier 8? While you have it on, you see, for example, 4, 5, 6. Well, yeah, you get the idea. And you're thinking, wow, the only ones left alive are a couple of tier 4s, and I'm tier 6. Bam! Go, let's take them out. Of course, don't be too cocky, but I'm just saying. So you leave everything on for obvious reasons. I am selecting and deselecting them. The more information you have in the battle, the better for you to be able to assess the situation and know what to do. And don't forget, minimap. Always look at the minimap. The best, in inverted commas, cheat in the game. Standard, display missions. If you want to, do not display. Well, I recommend that you leave it on because it doesn't take the main body of the screen because you're looking in the center basically. And mission details, well, why not? Actually, that's a preference. I prefer to keep it on. And having said that, you are done with the settings. Please copy these settings word by word, letter by letter, and let me know later on in the comments below how much it has improved your gameplay. But as an extra clip, let me show you something. Okay, so fortunately, I found one person online. By the way, that was fortunately, in case it didn't sound well. Fortunately, I found one person online, my friend Tajasis, and I told him with my other account, because this account is, you know, I can't talk. I told him to go preferably towards the island over there on my right. And I forgot to connect my keyboard in the beginning. Sorry about that. Anyway, I told him to go towards the island, and I will pass in front of him, and I want him to shoot me from random bushes. But when I shoot him, he has to change bush. Now, guys, just watch. Just watch. Just watch. Let me fast forward this a little bit.
A few moments later.
You see what I did there? I lined up my shot, and I'm doing it with a vanilla client to show you guys. Even without my mod. There you go. Now, I do not know if I'm hitting him, but, well, we got a confirmation there.
2 seconds later.
He's probably changing bush by now. Let's see. Spotted. See what I did? See what I'm doing there? I am lining up my sights with where the shot came from. Shots are coming in. Ah, a little bit to the right. There. He's right there. He is right there. I think that missed. I think that hit. How? Damn, what the fuck? How? Ugh, very easy to do. Very easy. Now remember, this is an invisible enemy. I do not know where he is, where he's going to shoot from. He has so many options to shoot from. Yep, there you go. Spotted. He is somewhere there. A little bit to the right. I think that hit. There you go. Line up your sights with where the shot is coming from. Make it perfect. Try to guess which bush it's coming from. Shoot. See ya.